So yeah, I want to bring you to 2025 and onwards. So what's happening in your industry, in your world, in terms of changes?
Well, obviously, things like there's lots of changes in technology, in security, as we know. We're seeing airports now and buildings. You can basically walk through into a building and they can scan your eyeballs. Yeah. But in the fire industry, and we do quite a bit of training in fire, there's some few changes coming on there. So EVs, for example, electric vehicles, but it's not the vehicle, it's the battery. It's the lithium batteries we're getting in buildings now. So, you know, you're getting all these EV charging spaces, which is another hazard which you've got to consider. You've got scooters, you've got hoverboards, you've got electric bikes being brought into the city, being brought into buildings.
Charging stations.
Charging stations, people charge them. And you've seen what some batteries can do if they're not treated. So that's bringing another element in of what we're talking about. Okay, so that's technology there, but then there's new technologies out there to help you detect fires earlier than the fire detection system in a building now. So there's a couple, like there's FireM and M-Fire, for example, just two off the top of my head. I think it's the only two actually, which can actually send a message to your mobile phone. So if you're a chief warden in a building, I see where that detector's gone off. It's in the boardroom on level 15. So before the chief warden gets to the panel, they can see exactly where that detector's gone off, or
So
where
that's
there's
like
a fault.
Introduction of artificial intelligence and even some machine learning into the industry.
And it's brilliant. And then I know someone who's actually designing a maintenance-free fire extinguisher. So at the moment in Australia, it's maintenance every 6 months on a fire extinguisher. It's different levels of maintenance over the years, but 6 months. And he's doing it so you can detect whether pressure's gone down, whether someone's pulled the pin, whether someone's taken it off the wall, whether someone's put something in front of your fire extinguisher, which is in the production stages as we speak.
That's right,
with going to different companies.
So to some extent, to a large extent, this is not dissimilar to what's happening in other industries. You've got the standards that kind of requires the minimum requirements, and then you've got your technology and the actual market, which is going really fast. Human beings are in the middle, like you're servicing this industry, you've got users in the industry, sit in the middle. So how do you marry those two? You've got this technology, super fast technology emerging, innovating, and standards not quite keeping up.
So what I do, Jay, I've been a member of, when I did my fire engineering course years ago, I got hold of one of the fire engineers in South Australia, who I know very well now, he was the chairman of Fire Safety South Australia, under Engineers Australia. So I joined his committee there, so I got to learn what's going on. I'm also a member of the FPA, the Fire Protection Association of Australia, where I'm on the committee in South Australia as well, and the Facility Managers Association of Australia, which I'm on the committee in South Australia. Now, those going on those committees, you get to know what changes are coming on. So I can go to the general manager and say, have you heard there's some changes going on in ASB 745 or 1851 or 483, the main three we deal with, and it's going to mean this. So it could impact our training. So what we do is we change our training package. So when the standard changes, we're actually doing better than the standard requires now. When it changes, we get property managers, facility managers, owners coming to us, say the standards change, we need to do this, and we go, don't worry about it, we've already sorted it.
You're already keeping up. So what you're saying is your standards will catch up with the industry, and then at some point, you're already practicing it anyway. So you line up. So and that, to me, it's actually it's a set of skills that you're talking about here, which goes to do with continuous professional development and the ability to keep on learning. So it's not something that is unique to your fire industry. In all industries, professionals have to keep up with advancement in technology, and the only way you can do that is if you have this ability and this willingness to learn and keep abreast of new technologies.
That's right, and it's all professional development, and all these things I go to They're interesting,
Mhm.
don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but you know, they can give you levers so you can go to the market and they know that you're an industry expert as well.
Exactly,
Because you're keeping
yeah.
ahead of the game and you're saying, do you know this is going to happen, but what we're going to
Yeah.
do is this.
Well, you just need to stay ahead of the curve. And I have these conversations with a lot of professionals, be it in banking, be it in